a Flow Media production. Beautiful, a true crime memoir. Written by Cameron Lundgren, narrated by Jesse Angelus. A tale of fast romance that escalated quickly into a heated exchange. One man now is left, accused of murder that he didn't commit, and robbed of the grieving of his lost love.
Chapter 1, Nightmare. June 25th, 2019, 10:04 p.m. What in the hell just happened? As I move through the house, cleaning up our taco spread from the party, I'm trying to channel my frustrations from our fight into productive energy. As I pass by the front window office, I see Claire and Avery, two of Shayna's girlfriends, sitting in Avery's car, seemingly listening to music in my driveway. My stomach flips at the sight of Claire, thinking, this woman must have a thing for me. Is she trying to break us up? As I recall the earth-shattering news she let slip to me only moments earlier, I was happy she was out of my house. I inhaled, trying to calm my rising anger. I just have to talk to Shayna, sort this out. Padding up the stairs to the master bedroom, I know this conversation won't go over well. Every cell in my body wants to believe Claire's news isn't true, to pretend everything is okay so Shayna and I can kiss and make up. Besides, I screwed up tonight too, by opening my big mouth. What a shit show we were tonight. I'm desperate to put the night behind us. As I turn the doorknob to the bedroom, I find that it's locked. Well, that's a new one. She never locked herself out of the bedroom before. Shayna, you can't lock me out of my own house. I'm going to call the cops. I scream as I bang my fist against the door. Silence, as if I was the only one home. Strange, I wondered. I waited a few moments, then headed down to the attached garage to grab a small screwdriver. One I've used several times to fix broken screens on my mobile phones or to jab the keyholes of finicky doors that would often lock me out of my old house. The screwdriver was just small enough to poke its way through the small hole to unlock the door. The problem is, this is a new house. I recently sold my home in Cedar Hills at Shayna's suggestion because she didn't feel my former one was ours since I had lived there with my ex of 12 years. My anger brewing, I rushed back, stumbling every few steps from the liquor. I approached the master bedroom, screwdriver in hand. My fist pounds on the door once more. Shayna, open the door or I'm going to call the cops. More silence. I cram the tool into the keyhole, and to my disappointment, the rod isn't long enough to reach the mechanism that unlocks the door. Frustrated, drunk, and tired, without a shred of energy left for all this nonsense, I decide to give up momentarily and move to the adjacent bathroom in the hallway, throwing the tool into the sink counter in frustration. On my way to the toilet, I unzip my pants en route, getting ready to pee. My head jerks up when I hear the bedroom door finally open. Shayna walks over to stand just outside the bathroom door and faces me. I moved my lips to speak, but my heart drops when my eyes flicker to the nickel-plated CZ 9mm handgun in her right hand, raising it to her head. Shayna, no! My plea is cut short by the jolting sound of the gun firing. Any trace of emotion on her face, any hint of as why she pulled the trigger, disappears as she drops to the ground, landing on her back, legs crippling as every muscle in her body gives out. 2 seconds feels like a lifetime. Am I hallucinating? This is supposed to be the moment when I wake up in a pool of sweat, with Shayna lying next to me, beautifully sound asleep, her head propped on my chest. It was just a nightmare, I'm supposed to say. But something quickly shakes me back to the present moment. There's something dripping down my leg. I frantically pull up my shorts, soaking them with urine in the process and scrambling for my phone in my back pocket. Why am I struggling to remember my password? With shaky hands, I dial. 911, what's your emergency? My head is spinning. I feel sick. My girlfriend just shot herself in the head. I hear the words come out of my mouth, but it doesn't sound like my voice. My thoughts are all jumbled, and all I can think about is wanting to reverse time, to take back our fight that night. to hold her and kiss her forehead and tell her life will be okay. Is she breathing? The emergency responder's voice snaps me back into reality, surrounding me, and my adrenaline kicks into gear. I can save her. As I kneel over Shayna, I check any signs of life. Blood is gushing out of her head, while a slow drool of blood leaks out of the corner of her mouth. No. She's no. In the same instant, Shayna gasps, blood gushing out of her mouth, and she begins choking on it. Where is she bleeding? Blood. It is everywhere, I hear myself saying. It's coming out of the side of her head and her mouth. The responder calmly asks, "Sir, do you have a piece of cloth nearby?" Confused and frantic, I search the blood-stained carpet, whipping my head around in a frenzy, looking for something, anything, until I realize and say, I can use my shirt. Can you wrap it around her head to stop the bleeding? But I'm already ahead of her. Carefully wrapping my shirt around Shayna's head. Shayna, stay with me, baby. If you can hear me, please stay with me. Beautiful. I plead over and over and over. Sir, I need you to stay with me. The responder knows she's losing me to panic. I can tell by the strain in her voice. I need you to perform CPR with me on my count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fuck. What? Count how many times? Do you mean compressions on 4? I ask, hysteria raising in my voice and clouding my judgment. No, compressions on each count, she clarifies. I'm begging my brain to focus. Okay, I'm ready. The responder begins her count. I begin pushing into Shayna's chest, hoping she can hear my pleas. Please, baby, stay with me. I quietly muster. With every compression, more blood gushes out of her mouth, and she again starts to choke it up, her body convulsing on my hallway floor. I'm not sure if she's fighting to stay alive or if I'm keeping her alive with compressions. Her gagging makes my stomach lurch forward, and I scream into the phone. Where's the ambulance? She's dying. They're on their way, sir. I need you to keep doing CPR. Her voice is calm, and I know she's trying to keep me calm. She sounds like a drill sergeant barking orders at me, level-headed, the voice of someone whose girlfriend isn't gurgling up blood. Sir, she presses, is the front door unlocked? My heart drops. I have a compulsive habit of checking the doors every night to make sure they're locked. Tonight was no different. Of course the door isn't unlocked. No, the front door is locked. I need you to go and unlock the door so the paramedics can get in. It feels physically painful to leave Shayna lying here, but I lay down the phone and jump down both sets of stairs in my 2-level home, skipping as many as I can. I unlock the door, then jump just as quickly back up the 2 flights of stairs to get back to Shayna, pick up my phone and let the responder know the door is open, then lay it back down on the ground and put it on speakerphone. I'm ready to start again, I bark, counting out loud now without any help from the responder. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Where's the ambulance? I scream as tears begin to well up. Where's the fucking ambulance? My voice croaks, but I continue the chest compressions. The responder doesn't answer my question, but instead continues to count with me. With each passing moment, I'm beginning to lose hope, and I'm breaking quickly. Then I cry. Why, Shayna? Why would you do this? Why? I'm wailing into oblivion. Why? The robotic responder once again interrupts my spiraling thoughts. Sir, I need you to stay with me. I hear the door open downstairs. Police! A man's voice booms into the house. May we come up? I'm upstairs. Please come. She needs help now, I squawk. When they reach the top of the stairs, I collapse into the pile on the floor. Shayna is still gasping and choking on her own blood. I can barely see through my blurry eyes. I beg the cops. Please save her. We're supposed to get married. As I continue to bawl my eyes out. God, take me, not her. Let her live, please. You can take me, but not her. Please, God, I beg you. 2 officers offer me their hands to help me up off the floor. As I continue to plea and sob, "Sir, we understand you called this in as a suicide," one of them says. "But someone has been shot, so we need to take you into custody." My mind is numb and overwhelmed at once. I understand," I say weakly. I cooperate and comply. Just as I turn to place my hands behind my back, the paramedics shuffle up the stairs and take over. Shayna's head is lying in a pool of blood, still shaking and choking, her body reaching for every breath. But I can see she's no longer there. Not aware of the officers, the paramedics, me. I watched her soul leave her body the instant the gun went off. Life left her body as if an angel had swooped down to save her from the pain of the bullet. I prayed silently. I begged for God to save her. Take me, but save her, please. She had so much more life to live. As I'm led outside, I again see Claire and Avery, who strangely still have not left my house. My stomach flips again, remembering the secret Claire had shared with me earlier. Cops surround the 2 girls next to their vehicle, conversing with other officers in muffled tones I can't comprehend. Their attention quickly focuses on me. They stare at me as I'm guided to the police car. Not even an hour ago, Shayna and I had gotten into a fight in front of everyone. The reality of the cold metal cuffs around my wrist fills me with dread. They're going to think I killed her.
Thank you again for joining us here on the podcast. Just to remind you, this podcast comes out every Monday and Wednesday, so go ahead and mark that on your calendar. Also, you can buy this book on Amazon. Go ahead and click on the link below. Get your copy today so you can either read along or you can skip ahead. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. Beautiful is a Flow Media production.